for a little segment I'm calling Getting to Know the Trump Jurors, because Donald Trump, as all United States citizens are promised, is getting a jury of his peers. Now, does he actually have any peers, if you really think about it? And as I've always said, I'm not a big Trump supporter. I don't love him. I'm not like Trump's the best. I love him. He's wonderful. I love him. He's the absolute best. I would even criticize Trump. I know we're losing viewers. I love him. He's the best. Never stop watching. Please never stop watching. Please, God. So he doesn't really have any peers. He's a beautiful, perfect man, and I love him, and all his ties are a normal length. Now, he has a jury, though, of a few people. Former president and future 49-state landslide champion Donald Trump is currently on trial. Now, 49-state landslide, maybe a 50-state landslide. Can you imagine? Maybe a 51-state landslide. I think we could do it if we finally make Nebraska a state. If we do that, we could be looking at a 51-state landslide for Donald Trump. He's going to win. We know this. But he's on trial. What is he on trial for? Well, he's on trial for having sex with a porn star so good he had to pay her money not to tell anyone. Now, listen, maybe did he, write out the wrong check? He used the campaign stationery and not the, paying porn stars you had sex with stationery. Maybe there was a slight clerical error. And then, they got to get him. They got to stop him because everyone's going to vote for him and he's going to win 51 states and they know it. And he's going to do so good, they're going to have to kill themselves. So, consequently, a lot of people are attacking him right now. And he's got these bogus charges he's going to court for. Bogus charges. Ugh, disgusting. Now, many jurors, potential jurors in this trial have already been dismissed and consequently started media careers. Now, look at the smile on that woman's face. Now, she could be a little bummed out because she is going to miss out on the whatever $15 a day that she would make as a juror. But she's smiling. She's smiling because she got a couple different options. She could go over to us moderate centrists and kind of be like, Donald Trump's great, and they'll all give her money. Or she could do like MSNBC and be like, he's a monster. He's a monster. Either way, she could like get a solid down payment on a house out of this. I think she could build it up, man. So good for her. Good for her. But let's learn more about these jurors that are still left in the Trump trial. All 7 of them. Now, most of the time, it's 12. As in that film, 12 straight up pissed men. Okay, that was the remake Jamie Kennedy made. A lot of people don't know that. Trump doesn't need that many. He only needs 7. He only needed half, actually. He's like, I need half as much juries as a regular person. Half as much of a jury and I'll be fine. But then he added one more for the Lord. For the Lord. So let's learn a little bit more about all 7 of these potential Trump jurors. First juror, named William Smith Pinklington, address 3244 North Rivington Street, Manhattan, New York. We don't need to put, the address necessarily, but it's a public good, I'm helping. What else can we say about him? He likes craft beer, prestige cable dramas, and missionary style sex. It's his favorite things in the world. It's like, give him a beer that's twice as much as Coors Light and somehow waterier, okay? Give him some show where there's a murder and then a woman looks pensively in the distance and then he can go on Reddit and have opinions. And he also likes missionary style sex, which interestingly enough, he just calls sex. His word for it. Dislikes brown people and brown people not liking him. It's sort of a weird combo for him. His number 1 fear is having to be next to a brown person, and his number 2 fear is everyone knowing his number 1 fear. Then also I thought I'd put down for everybody reasons they could potentially be dismissed from this trial. So reason for dismissal, he did once have gay thoughts. He did. Now granted, it was while sucking another man's penis. He had a gay thought briefly. Immediately suppressed it and never had any more. So that's the first one, Juror A, William Smith Pinklington. Juror 2, Isabella Marcia Lopez, 7789 West Carlos Santana Way, the Bronx, New York. I didn't know Carlos Santana had his own street, but good for him. That's her. Now, what she likes are passionate rhythms, scuba diving, and sharing pictures of her grandchildren on social media. Oh, that's nice. Her dislikes are the recent death of her husband. She didn't care for that. If she would give it like a review, like, we saw the 4-star reviews for Civil War earlier, she would give it like half a star. You'd be like, what's the half a star for? He doesn't snore anymore. All right. That's fun. We're having fun. Those are her dislikes. And reasons for dismissal, just ethnic reasons. Just general ethnic reasons. Don't worry about it. Maybe calm down. Next, juror C is Christine Aquino Rathborn, 1923 South Tish Dorms Way, Manhattan, New York. That's her address. Don't worry about why. Public knowledge. It would be I wouldn't be a real journalist if I didn't share everything I knew. Okay. Her likes are Taylor Swift, British guys, and the thought of dying for Taylor Swift. In that order is what she's really, really into. Dislikes are men desiring her and men not desiring her. It is really kind of similar to the first guy's thing with brown people, where she really doesn't want to be around them, and she desperately. Oh, Lamp says I'm being censored. I shouldn't. Fuck. I said I wouldn't read every one of these. Shit. Fuck. Anyway, that's her kind of thing right there. And her reason for dismissal could be the fact that she's 16 years old, and maybe keep that in mind. Maybe if you see her and she's like, hey, I'm 19. Will you buy me beer? No. She will film you in the dorms. She will film you. Don't. She will die for Taylor Swift. Next, juror 4 is Donald Trump. That's his name, Donald Trump. Looks a little familiar. I don't know. Was he like in an episode of The X-Files or something? I'm not sure. His address is 725th 5th Avenue, Manhattan, New York. Okay. All right. These are all from New York because that's where the trial's taking place. What he likes is truth, honesty, and fairness. Okay. I'm kind of digging this guy. Seems like a pretty well-balanced guy. That's what he likes. What he dislikes is people being mean and exercise. Honestly, same. Reasons for dismissal, none. It's the only one, none found. I can think of no reason why he would be dismissed at all. I don't know. Seems like a pretty together guy to me. Okay. Next juror is Michael Thaddeus Turner, 1267 Astoria Boulevard, Queens, New York. All right. Looks like he's in shape. That's good. Likes long distance running, the films of Judd Apatow. Wouldn't have guessed that necessarily. Okay. Interesting. Dislikes being told what to do by the Democratic plantation owners. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. And you'll see more and more blacks, and it's actually not racist to call them the blacks. More and more of the blacks, they're walking off the Democratic plantation. And I think Donald Trump, we're looking at potentially triple, maybe quadruple the percentage of the black vote. That's right. He could get 40% of the black vote. I think we could see it. Now, his reasons for dismissal, he is currently in jail on bogus charges himself. So I think that would be a problem because he would be biased, towards not doing that, which I think would be an issue. So he might get dismissed for that. I'm not really sure. Next juror is, of course, Jay Epstein of 635 Madison Avenue, Suite 900, Manhattan, Suite 1400, rather, Manhattan, New York. So let's see what this guy's deal is, Mr. Jay Epstein. He likes his social life, women on the younger side, and, of course, the music of James Buffett. No, but they don't just go by usually he's called Jimmy, but okay, all right, sure. Dislikes actually being dead and burning in hell, that kind of thing. He doesn't care much for that. Who does? And then reasons for dismissal. He did initially fake his own death, but then he actually did die while I was preparing this slideshow. He slipped on a banana peel. He slipped on a banana peel and fell into a noose that broke his hyoid bone. So that happened, What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And guys, last but not least, juror number 7 is Baron J. Trump. God damn, look at that head of hair. Shit. In my head, I was going to be like, he's what happens if a Kennedy and a Schwarzenegger have a baby. And then I'm like, they did that. They made 4 of them. You know, the emissaries from the Kennedy compound, when they saw Arnold Schwarzenegger, they go, we must send him. They're all just the Bene Gesserit. They're the American Bene Gesserit over there. You like that? It's their stand-up bit I'm doing. What's the deal with the American Bene Gesserit? The Kennedys. They saw him and they immediately sent an ovulating Maria Shriver over there. And then unfortunately, you know, the Freeman sent an ovulating Mexican housekeeper. Schwarzenegger got them both. You know what I learned today? Arnold Schwarzenegger's illegitimate son, Joseph Benya, he was born 5 days after Arnold Schwarzenegger's legitimate son. He had 2 pregnant bitches. Also, we're going back to the browser. So we're going to do that. Back to the browser right here. And we're going to look up Arnold Schwarzenegger's son, because this is always very funny to me. Now, look at pictures of him right here. That's what he looks like. Just that kind of picture. Maybe, you know. And what's funny is the degree as to which he does look exactly like Arnold Schwarzenegger right there. So, you know, everyone who met the kid goes, wait, who did your mom work for again? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Well, all right then. It is just fucking genetics, isn't it? That's the only reason I don't look like that, is because I unfortunately am not Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. Anyway,
I will remember you.
I pressed some wrong buttons getting back to here. So now this whole slideshow starts all over again. I should maybe have it not do that, but whatever. We got through all this. Oh my God. Oh, there's a bunch of this here. Oh, this is dumb. This is going to take a second. Everyone talk amongst yourselves, okay? I have to go through all of them. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was literally at the very end. I literally should have just gone back. Whatever. We're getting all the good bits we did before. We're having a lot of fun. Look at that guy's handsome. Oh yeah. It's a bad idea graphics design wise to do that drop shadow. So juror 7 is of course Baron J. Trump. He is 8'3". He's a big feller. No address written for him. Doesn't need it. What he likes is crushing villagers underneath his feet. He's a big fan. Just walking through Eastern European villages, just crash, crash, crash. Dislikes fitting into normal clothes. Not a big fan of that. Okay. Can't buy off the rack for Baron Trump. And his reason for dismissal is, of course, graduation obligations. He might have to be graduating at some point. So, yeah, those are the Trump jurors. You now have all their addresses. So maybe, you know, sit back and stand by. You know what I'm saying? Did we all have fun today, guys? We enjoyed ourselves.
Shut up and sit down.